Hello hackers, welcome back to another video. So I hope you are enjoying the cybersecurity course from scratch to advance. So yesterday we learned about Apache server, how we can configure Apache server, how we can block our port, how we can configure a firewall. Okay, so I already taught you how to do this. Okay, so today's live stream we will learn about the Nginx server and how we can configure it and upload website on the page on the Nginx server. All right. So first of all, if you are new to my channel, don't forget to subscribe it and also press the bell icon for getting a latest video of cybersecurity because I will coming with Active Directory, LDAP, and multiple tutorial of the cybersecurity. All right. So this is very good for you, and you have to leverage this opportunity and learn cybersecurity from this channel. Okay, it's a free of cost. Okay, so today we will start from the Nginx server, how we can configure it and how to implement firewall on it. Okay. Okay, so if you have any doubt, you can ask a question. You can raise your question on the live stream, okay, and I will sort out it. If you raise the question, then I can understand how to like which kind of problems you are facing right now. So please, if you have any question, if you have any doubt in any topic, so just ask me, drop your comment, drop your question in the chat box, so I'll solve it. All right, so let's start. uh, so first of all you have to install first of all let me check my UFW status. So now I deny port number 8080 yesterday. So first of all I basically just reset it, UFW reset, yes. So all the rules are reset, and now let me check again. So now you can see here it's inactive. All right, so now first of all I have to stop my Apache 2. Okay, basically what is an Apache? Okay, I'll repeat once again. Okay, so let me explain it from the official website of Apache server. So now here is an Apache server. What is an Apache? Basically Apache is a web server and it's an open source project. Okay, it's a HTTP server projects. Okay, and it's open source for a modern operating system including Unix and Windows. So where you can host your website and implement the firewall on it. All right. So it is helping to host your website on the server. So if whether you are using Windows or Linux, it is uh, completely configured on both. So you can see here, this is the clear definition on Apache HTTP server. Basically, Apache HTTP server is an open source and free web server. I already told you what is Apache, and it's a Apache Software Foundation. It is among the most widely used web server, serving millions of websites on the various platforms such as Linux, Windows, and Mac OS. Basically, it's a compatible with all the operating systems. Okay, and forms an integral part of LAMP stack like Linux, Apache, MySQL, and PHP, which is commonly utilized for web hosting and development. So this is the web server. Okay, this is Apache web server. So now today we are configure the Nginx. So let me Nginx. So see, Nginx basically it's a high performance web server software that can also function a reverse proxy, load balancer, mail proxy, and HTTP cache. You can also create your load balancer and reverse proxy and then mail proxy. Okay. And also you can host their website on it like a Apache server and then implement the firewall that is on UFW. All right. So what is a web server? Basically, web server is server that static content like HTML files directly to the user's browser. Basically, the web server is to host your website on the server that is called web server. That helps to host, that helps to public your website basically. Okay. So now the what is reverse proxy? Sits in the front of an web browser. Web server and forward client request to them. Let me show you an example in a graphical way. So here is our load balancers, here is a proxy, and here is a victim. Okay, and here is our your main server. So now let's say it's a google.com, and Google hides their IP address with by using this proxy. So the proxy IP is 192.168.256 sorry, to 119.12. Okay, so this is the proxy IP, and now here is a client. So let's see, here is a client. So now this is our client, this is our proxy server. Just type here proxy server, and so now this is a proxy server IP, and the original Google IP is 172.this 166.52.69. Okay, so this is the Google IP and this is the proxy IP, and now now the client A want to access google.com, but the client knows about this IP. Okay, because the proxy server protect his IP. He try to hide their IP. Okay, so the Google hide their IP using the proxy server, and when you send the request to the google.com, so it will firstly your request goes to the proxy server, and then proxy server send the request to the Google server. So basically the proxy server is work like a middleman. Okay, and it will send the request, and then when he get a response, then he will send the response to you. Okay, now it will send the response to you. So basically it's a proxy server. I hope you understand what's the proxy server. Okay, so basically it's sit in the front of one or more web servers and forward client requests to them and providing a layer of security in caching. Okay, so let's suppose you want to attack on this server. You do not attack on this directly because there is a proxy server. So when you scan the port and you have this IP address, okay, not this. So when you have this IP address, so you can scan this IP and you got some open ports, but you didn't find any open ports on this because it's secure. Its IP is hide right now, and it's behind the proxy server, so that's why it's safe and secure. You cannot access directly on the Google server. Okay, you don't have any access directly. So if you want to send the request, so you have to send request through the proxy server. So that's why it's sitting behind you and the actual server. So basically it's for security. I hope you understand. Hey, who are watching me, just drop hi in the chat box. And the second is load balancer. Basically, what is the load balancer? It distribute the traffic between them. Okay, so this is our load balancer. Now the mail proxies can act as a proxy for email protocol like AMAP, POP3, and SMTP. Got it? So now move to the practical. So you have to download first Nginx. So just type here apt install Nginx. Make sure your spelling is correct. So now I have already installed in my system. So now I will check here write systemctl and check status, and now Nginx. So now you can see here it's enable and active. Okay, so the command are same like an Apache. So first of all I have to disable it. Disable Apache 2. Now enter, and now it's deactivate. Let me check its status first. So you can see here it's inactive and disabled. So when you download or when you install Nginx, oh okay, wait. Nginx, okay. So now it's enable, and I have to disable it first. Disable. Now check status. So you can see here it's disabled and it's running right now. So I inactive. Oh, just you have to type stop. Okay. So now check systemctl and then status Nginx. So you can see here when you install in your system in the first time, so you see disable and inactive. Okay, so you have to enable it and then active this service. Okay, so just type here systemctl and then type start and then type nginx. All right, so now it's start. Let's check its status again. So you can see here it's active right now, but it's disabled, so you have to enable it. So just type here, the command is enable. So it's a command to enable the service on your system. So let's check again its status. So now it's enabled. All right, so it's working right now. So let me access its web page first. So just type here localhost and enter. So you can see here this is our web page, or it's by default web pages. So you have to change if you want to host your own website. So just copy your source code and then paste here where www and html. So now ls. So you can see here is my file. Okay, so this is our file index.html. Now if you want to configure it, just type nginx. Now enter ls. So go to the sites available, and now ls. So you can see it's a default and I want to change it. Sorry, it's a nano and then default. Now enter. So you can see here is a configuration of the file. Okay, so this is the root folder of the our source code. All right, and here is a php file. Okay, so if you want to disable it, like let's suppose I want to index only indy.html file. Okay, so if there is any index.html file, it do not took as a I do not take as a default page. All right, so just save it. I'll show you how. So let me show you. If I refresh it, first of all I have to restart this service, systemctl, and then restart nginx. Now enter, and next refresh it. So you can see it's a forbidden because there is no any kind of page right now. Okay, so now if I change, let me open next window, sudo su or bio, and then just type here cd where www and http. Now html, sorry, now ls, and then you can see here is an index.html, but as per configuration I have changed this file with indy.html, so I have to change their name index to indy.html. So it will, okay, so now, okay, got it. So let me restart the service. systemctl and then restart. Now enter, and then go to here, and then you can see here it's working properly. So let's suppose if I reset its changes, so what happened after change their file name. So let's suppose go to the sites, and now nano and then default. If I want to change the default page of index.html, let's suppose here, and now type index.html, and I want to add one more page that is called a name. If there is any horbio.html page, it will take as a index page. Okay, so just save it, and now ls. So you can see there is a ind.html, and now we have to restart it first. Now I restarted. Now refresh. So you can see here it's forbidden because there is an ind.txt. So first of all we have to change its name to ind2index.com. So just enter, and now ls. So refresh it. So you can see here I am accessible. Okay, I can access that page. So now if I rename index.html to horbio.html, and then now refresh it. So you can see here I'm access. Okay, I can able to access this index file as a horbio.txt file, horbio.html file, because I listen there, and according to the configuration it will accessible. It's accessible right now. All right, so now just clear it, and I hope you understand how we can set up our Nginx server. And now go to the another file. So here is a proxy parameter. Okay, so this is the method to host a website on the Nginx. And now let's go to the another thing. So let's learn about the new tool. But before starting this, who are watching me, just drop hi in the chat box, so that okay. So I hope you understand what is the server and how we can host a server, how we can set up servers on the Linux. Okay, I hope you understand. So now we will move to the next tool, and that is very good tool. Okay, so next we will learn about the Nmap. Okay, so Nmap is basically is open port network mapper tool that helps to scan the open ports, scan your networks, and you can easily achieve your live host. Okay, evade your firewalls. Okay, so I will give you a tutorial of the Nmap. So basically it's pre-installed in the Kali Linux. So you have to just type here Nmap, then H. So here is the Nmap, and it's a tool that helps to scan the network. So I have an IP address, and I take this IP address from the showdown. Okay, okay, so here is an Nmap. So first of all, we will learn about the target specification and then host discovery, and after that we will scan we will learn about the scan technique. Okay, so first of all, what is a target specification? Here is this option. So there are multiple options. So IL means the input file. If you have a multiple host in a text file, so you can just type -IL and then enter your file name where you have a multiple targets or multiple IPs in the one file. Okay, so the next is IR. IR basically the number hosts. Choose the random target. So let's suppose if you have a, if you know there is a target from 169 to 254 or 253, so just type here, just see a number of hosts and choose the random target. Okay, it will choose a randomly your target and then scan it. On now, exclude host. So if you want to exclude the number of hosts or IPs from your list, so you can use exclude. Okay, so exclude file, if you have a multiple files, so if you want to exclude one more, so you can exclude it. Got it? So this is the technique of the uh, target specification. So I'll show you how we can do it. So first of all, you just have to type here I and L. So first of all, I have to create and map one file, nano. This is our IP address, and save into nmap class.txt. Now enter. Let's see nmap class.txt. Okay, so it have, now just add one more IP address, second IP address, third, fourth, and now fifth, now sixth, seven, eight, nine, and then 10. So now I have a multiple IPs in my text file. All right, so just save it, and I want to scan at a time. Okay, so you don't have to yet, like, you don't need to mention one by one, or you don't need to scan one by one this IP. Just save these IP into the one text txt file, and then just type here nmap and then -I and L and then your IP address. So it will be now it's scanning. Okay, so give it some time. It will take us some time. So now it's scanning right now. Okay, so this is the method to give the input text input list. Okay, basically of the target file. So let's see, here you want to exclude, or here you want to check the random IP address. Okay, so let's suppose if you want to check the IP address. uh, okay, so this is the IP address and I want to check it's up or not, so just type here SN, now enter. SN. Okay, so now it's a host discovery part. Got it. So let's suppose if you want to scan the random host, just type here IR and then type this number of IPs or number of hosts. So it will pick the 100 random IPs and scan them. Okay. So this is the random host tools, random host flag. All right. So now the next we are going to the exclude IP address. So you have to just type here hyphen hyphen exclude. Okay, exclude and then your IP address. Just type your IP address. Let's suppose I want to exclude it and now enter. So it will exclude this IP and just skip it and next move to the another target. Got it? So wait for the output. Okay, so it will take too much time. Okay, so now it's 23% are completed right now, but it will take a time. So I just stop here and you will try by yourself. All right. So this is the method to scan or exclude this IP. Okay. So next we have to move the host discovery. There are multiple methods to find the live host. So you can also use the ping command to check the live host, it's working or not. Okay, so I think it's not working maybe right now. So that's why. Let me check the another thing. So you can, if by using a ping command, just type here google.com and you can see it's working and we will get a, now we are getting a response from the google.com. So according to the nmap, there is a multiple, there are a flags. Let me show you of the host discovery command. So there are a host discovery commands. So you can see here by using a SL means if you have a list of IP address, just type here list scan, simply list the target to the scan. All right. So now SN, I already used this command. I have already used this command to scan the ping and to check the host discovery. So let me explain one more time. So just type here and then type SN and now IP address. So now enter. So you can see here, so now one host is up. Okay, it's a live right now. Got it? So in the next is, so the next is PN is to skip the host discovery. Like let's suppose if you want to check only, if you want to scan only port, don't want to check the host discovery, because if you know that this IP is already up. Okay, so just scan the port. So just type here hyphen PN. It will save your time also. Okay, so now see here it's completed in 5% and it will take a time because it is running in my local system on my local internet. So if you want to do fast, so you have to do in on the VPS because there are a high speed internet. Okay, and basically it's a cloud, so that's why. So let's suppose so next move to the next command. Here is a next command of the host discovery, and now here is a host discovery. So next is the PU and PS and PN. Now TCP sync scan, TCP acknowledgement, UDP or STP, SCTP discover to gain to given ports. Okay. So the next is the PO. Basically, it's a protocol list, IP protocol ping. So here is you have to provide the protocol link if you have to uh, scan on the particular protocol. Okay, so next is hyphen R or hyphen R, never to do DNS resolve. If you want to, if you don't want to resolve the DNS, okay, so just type here hyphen R or hyphen R. So it will not resolve the IP, and it will not resolve uh, the IP address, okay, or the domain. Next, the DNS server. If you want to change your custom DNS or your different another a particular DNS server, okay, so you can type here like Google or Firefox or another. Okay, so just type here DNS server and then IP address of your DNS server. So the Google is 888. If you want to search DNS server, If you want to perform like if you want to work with DNS server of Google, so just type DNS server and then 88888. All right, so next is system DNS used to OS a DNS resolver. Okay, the next is trace route, trace hoops path. Basically it helps to count your hoops and like how many hoops in the way of the of your packets. Okay, so this is the trace route command. Okay, so there is a one more command. Instead of nmap there are trace cert. Okay, so you can use this command to find the hoops between you and that server. Got it? Like it will be count the number of hoops between you, between client and server. Got it? So this is the host discover technique basically. Okay, so we will cover later, we will cover tomorrow. Okay, so for today it's fine, I hope. Okay, so we will catch up later with a new topic, and we will complete nmap tutorial tomorrow. I hope you understand what I teach you today. Today we'll have learn Nginx and how to set up a web host on the server. Okay, so just see if you don't understand, and if you have any question, then drop your question in the comment box. So I'll explain in my next video. Okay, so we'll catch up tomorrow. Bye bye and good night.